So it's going to be a comparison of Andrew Jack in Mr. Olympia 24 and 2025 Arnold Classic. So which version was the better? So we are going to discuss and compare the two different version of Andrew Jack. So the time gap is not that big, but still let's see the improvements, what improvements he has made. So if we talk about front biceps, front double biceps, so you can see the Mr. Olympia 24 photos are little contrasty, a little more exposed, but at the same time in Arnold Classics physique the exposure is not that high, so the picture is looking little dull, but still we will take care of this. So in this comparison you can see the Mr. Olympia version was fine. The quads were not that highly shredded, but in Arnold Classics version you can see the quads are good. The midsection is even better than Mr. Olympia's, and the V taper is good. The shoulders are good. The conditioning in Arnold Classic version is better than Mr. Olympia version, I would say. So this pose I will give this to Arnold version of Andrew Check. So let's talk about lat spread, front lat spread. So the midsection is same as Mr. Olympia's, but when we talk about shoulders, striations in chest and quads, you can see the difference. The Arnold Classic version of Andrew Jack was better than Mr. Olympia's version, because I believe in Mr. Olympia he was not that hard. The Texas Pro physique was the best, I would say, even better than all these two versions. But if we talk about Mr. Olympia version of Andrew Jack, yes, definitely he has improved in Arnold Classic. So let's move to third pose. Let's talk about another pose, the any side chest pose. So in this pose you can see the difference in glutes and hamstrings of Arnold Classic version, because his glutes and hamstrings, even his quads were big and conditioned this year, Arnold Classic 2025. And in 2024 Mr. Olympia, we can see the midsection is not that tight, even obliques are not that harder like Arnold Classics version, and even his shoulder has vascularity, and the more conditioning, the more size he was with at Arnold Classic 2025. So again I would choose Arnold Classics version of Andrew Checked. So in this pose you can see the difference, the vascularity, even his midsection you can see the difference, the legs. So the difference is clear that Arnold Classic version of Andrew Checked was better, not best like Texas Pro, I would say, because in Texas Pro he was looking just best of his shape. But right now if we talk about improvements, yes, definitely he is improved from Mr. Olympia. Let's see what improvements, what package we are going to see from him in future. So let's talk about back lat spread. So in this pose the glutes were not that impressive in Olympia's version, but if we talk about back you can see the difference. The back was better in Mr. Olympia. The width is good, the density is good, but when it comes to density, the density is affected in Arnold Classic 25. So also his lats are looking unproportionate. The unbalance, the muscle imbalance we can see in Arnold Classic version. So the glutes hamstrings were improved from Mr. Olympia, but overall if we talk about upper back, the back poses, in back poses he was not that impressive like Mr. Olympia 24 or Texas Pro. So I will still I will give this to Arnold version, because the glutes hamstrings were better. And again you can see when he is doing back double biceps, his width is not that impressive. The width is not good as 24 Mr. Olympia. In 24 Mr. Olympia, the roundness you can see, the density, the muscle mass, the width, the V taper, he was carrying impressive physique in 2024. Just because of his legs he couldn't come in top 3 or top 4. But if we talk about Arnold Classic, the width is not that impressive, but glutes hamstrings are good. He has improved his lower section, but overall I would choose Mr. Olympia version of Andrew Jack because of the better proportions, the better V taper, the better symmetry. So let's move forward to next pose, abdomen with thighs. So if we talk about abdomen with thighs, yes, you can see the overall conditioning, the depth in abs is impressive this year. His obliques are looking good. And if we talk about Olympia's version, the midsection was not that impressive. Even in Texas Pro, he was good in this pose. But still, in Mr. Olympia, he was not that impressive. And yes, the version of Arnold Classic, Andrew Jacked is looking better. So if we talk about most muscular, yes, he did something new. So and it worked for him because he is looking big. The conditioning, you can see shoulder, the striations in chest, his midsection, his arms. He is looking impressive in this version. And yes, you can see all versions of Andrew Jacked, and I will choose this version of Andrew Jacked, the Arnold version of Andrew Jacked. And very soon I will bring the comparison with Texas Pro version of Andrew Jacked. So in this comparison, I would choose Arnold Classic version of Andrew Jacked.